Hi, my name is Anna Ascona, and on today's segment on legal issues, we will have Manny Grova as our special guest on the show. Today we are focusing on moving violations and motor vehicle accidents, and we would like for you to tell us what is a DUI.
Well, in the state of New Jersey, as different from other states, because the driving while intoxicated statute of the state of New Jersey varies. The law allows for you to serve anywhere from 3 months, depending on the reading of the machine, the alcohol test machine. You can be found guilty. You can face anywhere from 3 months to a year loss of license. You have to participate in a driving resource center, which is classes, and also there are fines and penalties up to $1,000. And then it gets worse if you're a second offender, and then if you're a third offender. If you're charged with a DWI in a school zone, it's actually a separate violation. So you can be found guilty of both the DWI and DWI in a school zone, and the penalties become double.
What happens if the driver is stopped by a cop and refuses to take a breathalyzer?
If you're refused, you would have been given a ticket for refusal. A refusal is just like a regular DWI ticket as far as the penalties. So you're basically facing the same amount of penalties and fines as a DWI. Never refuse to blow into the machine. And if you're under 21 and you are found driving your car and you're under the influence, depending on the reading will depend on the penalty. If the reading is 0.08 or less, okay, so you then won't fall under being presumed drunk. If they're under 21 and blow 0.09 or 0.08 or higher, okay, they're actually subject to the same penalties as if you were over 21. DUI does not, in and of itself, give you points.
What are the consequences if you get a DUI and you are an undocumented immigrant?
I always ask clients to consult with an immigration attorney, because the law of DWI, as I indicated, is a pretty severe law nowadays, okay? And so, depending on the reading, how high or how drunk you were, depending on whether it's your first offense or your second offense, it could really affect your ability to become legal later on in this country. Being pulled over and your reading is a 0.08 or 0.09, I do not believe that that leads to a deportation, okay? So if a tourist is here, let's say for a month, they're not going to go and apply for a New Jersey driver's license, so they're going to use their foreign driver's license from their country, all right? They'll face the same penalties as a person who normally drives without a license. The only difference is they won't get summoned, they won't get issued a ticket for driving without a license. I advise anyone that gets charged with a DWI, regardless of whether there's an accident involved or not, they should really seek legal counsel. If you are driving while under the influence, a police officer can consider that to be a reckless operation of a motor vehicle, okay? If you are intoxicated, and it could be whether it's your first offense, your second offense, it doesn't matter, and somebody dies, you are facing serious, serious trouble. If an undocumented individual is pulled over by the police department, whether it's for a DWI or whether it's for a motor vehicle violation of any kind, okay? In the state of New Jersey, the police department has no right to ask the individual for proof of residency.
Can you tell our viewers what is the best way to contact you if they would like to come in and set up an appointment?
First of all, I want to thank you for having this segment. I also wanted to say that if any driver or resident in this area or in the state of New Jersey that gets caught up in a situation where they are issued summonses for DWI or any other motor vehicle violation, feel free to contact my office. My phone number is 908-353-6764. My office is in Elizabeth at 75 Elizabeth Avenue in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and we're here to service the community. We speak Spanish, Portuguese, and English, and we're able to give you as much advice as we possibly can in situations of this nature. So thank you very much. And again, I want to thank you for having me as your guest.
That's all for today's segment on legal issues. Now you all know, do not drink and drive.